What if the streets you walk on, the buildings you visit, and the landmarks you admire hold secrets of the past that refuse to rest? Houston, known for its rich history and vibrant culture, also hides a darker side, a side filled with eerie tales of haunted places and ghostly encounters. From hospitals built on burial grounds to bridges with unexplained whispers in the night, the city's most iconic locations carry stories that send shivers down the spine. But are these just urban legends, or is there more to these chilling tales? Have you ever felt the sensation of being watched, even when no one is around? In this journey, we'll uncover the top 5 most haunted places in Houston, exploring their haunting histories and the supernatural experiences that have terrified visitors and skeptics alike. Each place has its own unsettling story, and by the end of this video, you might start questioning what you believe about the paranormal. Are you brave enough to explore these haunted spots with us? Let's find out. Number 1. Jefferson Davis Hospital. Once the first city hospital in Houston, Jefferson Davis Hospital opened its doors in 1924 and quickly became a cornerstone for the community, offering medical care to the city's poor. However, this was no ordinary hospital. It was built on the site of a Confederate cemetery where soldiers, slaves, and victims of epidemics were buried. The hospital's history is steeped in eerie tales, with patients reportedly dying in fear, adding to its macabre lore. Over time, the facility became outdated, and by 1938, it was replaced by the Texas Medical Center, though it served various purposes afterward, including as a probation office and storage space. The building was abandoned in 1985, left to decay for 2 decades before being renovated. The dark history of the hospital doesn't end with its closure. Paranormal enthusiasts believe the disturbed graves beneath the hospital have left spirits restless. Workers during renovations in the early 2000s discovered skeletal remains, further validating the site's chilling reputation. Visitors and ghost hunters who braved the derelict halls reported spine-tingling experiences, from disembodied screams to shadowy figures drifting through rooms. The building became a hotbed for ghostly activity. The basement, in particular, is infamous for cold spots and sightings of Confederate soldiers, while the attic, once part of the nurses' quarters, is rumored to be haunted by a woman's spirit. Even after its renovation in 2005, Jefferson Davis Hospital retains its haunted legacy. Tales of the past still draw curiosity, though the location is no longer accessible for ghost hunting. However, its reputation as one of Houston's most haunted places persists, with stories of unexplained phenomena captivating locals and paranormal investigators alike. Is it merely the weight of history, or do the spirits of the buried remain angry and unsettled? The hospital continues to be a chilling reminder of its troubled past. Number 2. The Rice Hotel. Next, we move to the historic Rice Hotel, a luxurious establishment with a reputation for ghostly encounters. This iconic building has stood since 1913 and hosted countless notable figures, including U.S. presidents and Hollywood stars. But beneath its glitzy exterior lies a history steeped in tragedy. Stories of suicides, mysterious deaths, and unexplained phenomena have turned this hotel into a paranormal legend. Guests and staff alike have reported strange occurrences, from objects moving on their own to apparitions appearing in mirrors. The ballroom is especially notorious, where people have heard faint music playing long after the room was empty. Some have even seen ghostly dancers twirling under the non-existent glow of a chandelier. Is the Rice Hotel merely a place of historic charm, or does it also serve as a dwelling for spirits unable to leave their past behind? Number 3. The Houston Zoo. A zoo may not be the first place you'd expect to encounter hauntings, but the Houston Zoo has its fair share of ghostly tales. Built on the site of a former cemetery, it's believed that not all graves were moved during construction, leaving some restless spirits behind. These unsettling rumors have swirled for decades, adding an eerie layer to this otherwise lively destination for families and animal lovers. The idea of lingering spirits wandering the zoo grounds has captured the imagination of many visitors and staff alike. Nighttime security guards and late-night staff have reported strange and unexplained occurrences, whispers in the dark, ghostly laughter of children, and the sound of footsteps have been heard when no one else is around. Certain areas, like the primate house and reptile exhibits, are hotspots for reported ghostly activity. But perhaps the most chilling tale is tied to the tragic story of Hans Nagel, the zoo's first zookeeper. Nagel, a dedicated yet stern figure, was fatally shot by police after a heated argument. According to legend, he was patrolling the grounds late at night, watching over suspected vandals when the confrontation occurred. Many believe Nagel's spirit never left, and his ghost is said to still patrol the zoo, ensuring nothing threatens the sanctuary he once protected. Some staff members claim to feel a mysterious presence, particularly on quiet nights. Others have heard footsteps echoing behind them or felt as if they were being watched while making their rounds. Could these be the remnants of Hans Nagel, ever the guardian of his beloved zoo? Or do the unsettled spirits from the old cemetery still linger? Whatever the cause, the Houston Zoo holds more than exotic animals. It's a place where the past and the paranormal seem to overlap in a chilling way. Number 4, Patterson Road Bridge. Patterson Road Bridge, often referred to as Houston's Cry Baby Bridge, is a place where legends come alive. This quiet, unassuming bridge transforms into a hub of paranormal activity at night. According to local lore, the area was the site of a Civil War battle, and the spirits of fallen soldiers still roam here. Visitors report hearing eerie sounds, such as disembodied screams or the faint clinking of metal, resembling the clash of swords or rifles. The most famous tale involves the sound of children crying, leading many to believe that young spirits haunt the bridge. Some daring individuals who park their cars on the bridge at night claim to hear knocking on their windows or feel an unseen presence pressing against their vehicles. Is it the ghosts of soldiers, children, or something else entirely? Patterson Road Bridge continues to be a magnet for ghost hunters seeking answers. Number 5, National Museum of Funeral History. Magnolia Cemetery, a serene resting place by day, takes on an eerie atmosphere as night falls. Established in the late 1800s, this historic cemetery is the final home to some of Houston's earliest settlers. Its weathered tombstones, towering oak trees, and quiet paths create a hauntingly beautiful yet unsettling ambiance. However, it's not just the environment that stirs unease. Rumors of ghostly activity have turned Magnolia Cemetery into a hotspot for paranormal enthusiasts. Tales of shadowy figures wandering among the graves and inexplicable sounds like faint weeping or whispers in the wind have been shared by visitors and nighttime passers-by alike. Many believe these manifestations are restless spirits who remain tethered to the land, unwilling to move on. One of the most chilling stories associated with Magnolia Cemetery involves sightings of a woman in white, often seen near a particular set of graves. Legend has it she mourns her family, lost to a tragic illness long ago. Some have also reported flickering lights or cold spots that seem to follow them as they explore the grounds. The cemetery's long history and the emotions tied to its sacred grounds make it a place where the past feels impossibly close. Magnolia Cemetery reminds us that while the living may seek to remember the dead, sometimes the dead may not be ready to let go. From haunted hospitals to eerie bridges and museums steeped in death's history, Houston is a city where the past refuses to rest. Each of these locations holds tales that are as fascinating as they are terrifying. Which haunted spot would you dare to visit And do you believe the stories behind them? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling explorations of the unknown.